Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. This is Mariam Edebos and I'm so excited to share with you my Ghanaian fried rice recipe. If you're new to my channel, you are highly welcome. So without wasting much time, let's dive in. These are the vegetables that we are going to use, and these are freshly washed. So I'll begin by dicing it, and I'm starting with the carrots. We are just going to rub through it quickly, so I'll just set this aside. And the next on the list is French beans. We give it a beautifully diced, and then we set that one to aside. And this is green pepper. If you don't like that white thing inside, you can take it out, but if you want it to, you can leave it. In my case, I've removed all, so we give it a nice dice, and then we set that one to aside. There you go. Spring onions too are rapid life in our recipe, and you can see that the very beginning part of the spring onions are white, and that is the hardest part of it. So I'll separate that one from the green part, okay, and then we set that one to aside just like that. Then we set it aside. Onions are the only vegetable in the universe that can make you cry without any reason, okay? You just be crying without any reason. Shout out to all the onion lovers out there. We love you guys. Onions are very good. They contain organic compound called sulfur, and that helps to reduce the risk of heart diseases. So I'm just using two medium sizes, and I just shredded one, and I'll be chopping this one too as well. What is fried rice at all without vegetables in there? And that will be a bland fried rice. And we are not making a bland fried rice. No, we can't afford that. So just like I said, we are just wrapping through it, and I don't want to waste time here, so I put the shredded one on this side and then the chopped ones on the other side. We are done with this part, so let's move to the next step. These are the veggies and the proteins that we will be using. I have in here chicken thigh. You can also use chicken breast if you want, but to me, I think the chicken thigh is a little bit harder than the chicken breast, and I remove all the bones in it. And the next protein is eggs, okay? And these are the veggies that we are going to use. I have green pepper here and then French beans on the other side. So this is 2 in 1. French beans here and then green pepper on this side. And the next one is spring onions, okay? And with that one too, I've separated the white parts, yes, from the green parts. Even though some of the green parts have mixed with the white one, but it's okay, we will manage with it. And the next one is carrot, okay? And I also have onions here. I shredded one and also diced or chopped one. And then vegetable oil, you can use any oil of your choice. These are the few spices that we'll be using, and I have in here chili pepper, and this is curry powder and Remy fried rice seasoning, okay? This is curry powder, and the green one is Remy fried rice seasoning, okay? And I have in here onion paste, and then fresh pepper paste, okay? Look at it well. Onion paste, fresh pepper paste. And I have all-purpose seasoning, of course, and then salt to taste. It's also wrapping life, and then finally soy sauce. To marinate the chicken thigh, I add some salt to it, and then add the onion paste and also the pepper paste all in it. Add some all-purpose seasoning, yes, and then stir everything together. Give it a nice and a quick stir, and then we cover it with a plastic or a rubber bag, and then set it aside for at least 30 minutes, okay? So this is what I'm gonna use to cover it. Alright, then we set it aside. And the queen of today's recipe is rice, and I'm using fortune rice. So I begin by washing the rice because I want to reduce the starchy content in it. Okay, if you want the rice to boil well and separate from each other, then you got to wash your rice. There you go. In a pan, I pour in my oil and then go in with the chopped onions. Okay, allow it to infuse its flavor in the oil, and this will take a minute or two, and then we add the washed rice to it. Stir everything together, and I'm doing this on medium heat. All right, so we give it a quick stir, nice one, of course. There you go, and we add our curry powder and then Remy fried rice seasoning, and then we give it another quick stir. Yes, I add my all-purpose seasoning to it, and remember that this is where the actual frying occurs. That is what I believe, and that is how I always make my fried rice. And also soy sauce. I'm not a fan of soy sauce, but for some reason I'll just add a little bit to it. And then we give it another stir. Any ingredient or spice you add it, you give it a stir. And also saute, mixed sauce, we add it to it, and then we give it another stir. All right, this fried rice is gonna taste really good. And then we add our water to it. Yes, fortune rice doesn't want too much water, so just a little bit will cook your rice perfectly. And I'm going to cook this on low heat. Okay, so we will cover it up, and I'll see you on the next 15 to 20 minutes. It's already 20 minutes and our rice is ready. Look at that, no burns, and it has cooked perfectly. So we are going to set this aside, and please don't cover it. Allow it to cool down as we move on to the next step. Okay, beautifully. In a pan, I pour in my vegetable oil, and this time around I'll be cooking my chicken thigh on medium heat. Okay, so I'll add everything into the pan and then cover it, allow the meat to absorb the moist and then cook perfectly well. So at this point it's well cooked, but then I want it to dry, so I'll open it and then allow it to dry. There you go, beautifully, it has dried and now it's ready. We can set it aside and move on to the next step. So in the same pan, I add some oil to it, and then we are going to scramble some eggs, and I'll be using 3 eggs. Okay, and then add salt to it, mix saute. We saute our eggs and then we give it a very nice scramble. Yes, it's ready. We set it aside and move on. This is the final step. So I pour in my vegetable oil and then go in with my shredded onions. Okay, and I then add the white part of the spring onions, okay, to it. The veggies will just be following each other. Then carrot goes in, French beans follows, yeah, just like that. Green pepper. Yes, I add everything to it. And then spring onions, the green part, I'll leave some and I'll add it later. Then saute, mix saute, and also all pepper seasoning. Yes, give it a very nice stir. And also chili pepper. If you don't like chili pepper, then omit this. Okay, we give it another nice stir. And then I add some of the chicken thigh. I'll add the remaining later. Okay, at this point we can go ahead and add our rice. Yes, there you go. I add my rice to it. There follow my scrambled eggs nicely. Then we give it a quick stir, nice one. Make sure that it's all mixed with the vegetable and the rice, and then I add the chicken thigh, the remaining of the chicken thigh to it, and then the other veggies also follow. This is green pepper, all right, and also spring onions. Okay, we stir everything together. Yes, keep on stirring. Okay, make sure that you mix everything with the veggies. So at this point, our fried rice is ready. Our Ghanaian fried rice is ready. So this is what you need to do. Grab your plate. Grab your plate and let me serve you, okay? There you go. So I'm gonna serve you. This is Ghanaian fried rice. You are served. Lunch is served. Thank you for watching this video. If you do enjoy this video, please subscribe, like and share this video. Until I see you on my next video, stay blessed and much love.